The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Hi, I'm Jessica Block, Assistant Director at the Ames Free Library. We are so excited to share Easton's Tricentennial Year with you, our community. 2025 is sure to be a good one. This year, we're coming out into the community to meet you where you already are. We hope to continue to be the place where the community connects, both at home and out on the town. You can find out more about all of our programs online, but let's take a sneak peek. January kicks off the Tricentennial Book Club, which will meet in different locations around Easton throughout the year. Join us at Shoveltown Brewery on Wednesday, January 22nd at 6 o'clock p.m. Check out this month's book, The Lager Queen of Minnesota by J. Ryan Straddle, from the circulation desk, and be sure to register for this event online. You can add your anecdotes and experiences to our 300 Years, 300 Stories collection. Our ongoing oral history project's goal is to collect 300 local stories by the end of our tricentennial year. To that end, we have a recording station available daily at Queesit House, and we'll bring our portable recording station to town events this year. Throughout the year, we'll have workshops with local author Lisa Braxton and storyteller Rona Leventhal to help you craft your stories. Or you can register for our storytelling luncheon on Wednesday, January 22nd at 12:30 p.m. at Unity Church. Gather with friends and neighbors to share a meal and reflect on your favorite Easton stories and memories. Look for AFL throughout the year at some of the town's signature events as well. Toss a round of cornhole with us, record your 300 years story, or add to a community craft. Look for our AFL logo under our blue tent. Picks up right where we left off before the holidays. Our littlest patrons can choose from 3 story times each week: Wiggle Worms on Tuesday, Baby Time on Wednesday, and Family Story Time on Thursdays. All story times meet in the children's room at 10:30 a.m. If morning story time doesn't fit your schedule, consider stopping by for Pajama Story Time on Wednesday, January 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in the children's room. Pajamas and stuffed animals are encouraged, but not required. If you're in search of a more mature community of readers, look no further than the library's book clubs. These book clubs all meet at Queesit House. The AFL Book Club meets on Wednesday, January 8th at 1:30 p.m. to discuss The Paris Bookseller by Carrie Mayer. Nonfiction Book Club meets on Thursday, January 9th at 6 p.m. and we'll be discussing The Art Thief by Michael Finkel. Our newest edition, the Fantastical Fiction Book Club, will meet on Wednesday, January 15th at 6 o'clock p.m. for a discussion of The House on the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klein. And our long-running Mystery Book Club meets on Thursday, January 30th at 3 o'clock p.m. to chat about I Found You by Lisa Jewell. For a younger audience, we are introducing the Bookworms Book Club. This club will meet on the 4th Monday of every month at 4 o'clock p.m. It is for kids between the ages of 9 and 12 years old. Stay in the discussion to craft a beastly bookmark to add to your magical menagerie. This month, the Bookworms are meeting on Monday, January 27th at 4 o'clock p.m. to discuss Kenny and the Dragon by Tony DiTerlizzi. And teens, you're invited to drop into the new chapter of Silent Book Club Easton, Teen Edition, on Thursday, January 23rd at 5:30 p.m. We know you have enough required reading for school, so Silent Book Club is a time for teen readers to find community with other readers and to enjoy some peaceful, independent reading time. Computer exorcist Mark Anthony Arena brings us a plain English guide to navigating ever-changing technology in everyday lives with his presentation, How to Protect Yourself from Your Computer, on Thursday, January 23rd at 6 o'clock p.m. This talk is free and open to all, but registration is recommended. Adults looking to get more involved at the library are encouraged to join the Friends of the Library, a nonprofit organization integral to promoting and supporting the library. This month, the Friends will host their open meeting on Monday, January 6th at 6:30 p.m. Our Monday Movie Matinee series presents 2 movies this month with popcorn on Mondays at 1:30 p.m. See The Color Purple on January 13th and The Greatest Showman on January 27th. Ratings, runtimes, and movie descriptions are available on our website. Always popular with adults, the Design with Dana crafting series has its next session on Tuesday, January 14th at 6 o'clock p.m. to make embossed stamp designs. For crafting with a side of technology, we have instruction on the library's Cricut machine and with the Adobe software suite on alternating Friday afternoons. Please note that these one-on-one sessions and Design with Dana require advance registration. AFL also has ongoing craft groups, which are available to drop in. The Library Beaters will meet Monday, January 13th at 6 o'clock p.m. And knitters, crocheters, and all yarn crafters are invited to drop by the recently revived AFL Knitting Group on Thursday, January 16th at 6:30 p.m. Chat, craft, and share tips and techniques with fellow knitters. No formal instruction is available, but meetings are free and open to all. Writers looking for inspiration and community are in luck. Adults have a Zoom writing group of their very own, which meets this month on Monday, January 13th and Monday, January 27th at 3 o'clock p.m. Teen writers are encouraged to drop by the Teen Den on Thursday, January 16th at 3:15 p.m. for our monthly writing group. Also for teens, anime fans ages 13 to 18 are invited to watch anime, hang out, draw, chat, and eat Japanese snacks at Teen Anime Night on Tuesday, January 28th at 6 o'clock p.m. Our popular Tea and Tarot program for teens and adults continues this month on Tuesday, January 7th at 6:30 p.m. Whether you're an experienced card reader or simply curious, there's a space here for you. Chat with others and guide yourself through some self-discovery. Or maybe you're curious about discovering your family history. Join fellow genealogy enthusiasts for our Family Trees, Genealogy, and DNA group. The group meets online on Fridays, January 3rd, 10th, 24th, and 31st at 11 o'clock a.m. They'll meet in person on Friday, January 17th at 10 a.m. at Queesit House. Want to learn something new? Sign up for free one-on-one sessions at Queesit House with local experts. Improve your graphic design skills or get help on the basics for your existing project using the Adobe Suite with Queesit House Manager Miles. Sessions are held by individual appointment every other Friday at 3 p.m. for a 60-minute tutorial. Queesit House Manager Dana will teach you how to use the Cricut printing and cutting machine and how to design your own creations using the accompanying software. Sessions are held by individual appointment twice each month for a 60-minute tutorial. Continue your crafting journey with our sewing machines. A Janome sewing machine is publicly available for independent use at any time Queesit House is open. No registration is required for this device. Schedule a do-it-yourself session in the podcasting studio. You'll find thorough instructions for recording and editing in the podcasting studio, or ask a Queesit House manager for a brief introduction. Appointments are available anytime Queesit House is open. You can also DIY with our digital scanner to convert your photo slides and negatives to digital images. Talk to a Queesit House manager to access the conversion tools. Reserve your session anytime Queesit House is open. You can also schedule time with a librarian to help you with your basic technology questions and with our library resources. You can get help checking out ebooks, using your computer, or doing some subject research. Sessions are held by appointment for a 30 or 60-minute reservation. All one-on-one sessions are free but do require an appointment. Find out more on our website at www.amesfreelibrary.org. Independent reader with a passion for storytelling? Bring them to Readers Theater on Tuesday, January 7th at 4 o'clock p.m., where they'll have a chance to craft and stage a skit based on a children's story. In just 45 minutes, they'll get to know their character, practice their part, and put on a show. Or perhaps your independent reader wants to read with a big, snuggly, furry friend who loves hearing stories. Kids can practice their reading skills with therapy dogs Callie and Laddie at Pause to Read on Thursday, January 9th, starting at 4 p.m. Advanced registration is required for a 15-minute reading session. Students looking for a little extra help with their reading or other English and math subjects are in luck. We have volunteer peer tutors ready to lend a hand. Students in grades 3 through 8 can get English homework help and reading support with Preksha, a student from Oliver Ames High School. Half-hour sessions are available to start between 10 a.m. and noon on Saturdays and do require registration. Aditya, a student from Sharon High School, is available for math tutoring on subjects up to and including Algebra 1. 1-hour sessions are available to start between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Saturdays and also require registration. Young artists under the age of 12 can stop by the Children's Room on Monday, January 13th for our latest Take and Make kit. These great craft kits are only available while supplies last. Budding artists in grades 3 through 6 are welcome to join us for Quick Draw on Tuesday, January 21st at 4 p.m. Play wacky and wild drawing games with Miss Hannah and with other art lovers. And our mini artists, ages 2 to 5, can participate in our pint-sized paint and sip program on Friday, January 24th at 11 a.m. Registration is required for this very popular program and does fill up quickly, so be sure to check our website for all the details. Students in grades 1 through 3 are invited to combine story and art at The Starting Line on Wednesday, January 22nd at 4 p.m. Miss Alicia will introduce you to a brand new chapter book series with a short read aloud, and then you'll make a craft together.
Staying in the know about what's happening at the Ames Free Library is as easy as 1, 2, 3. You can get updates on library events, new materials, and more delivered straight to your inbox. First, head to our website, amesfreelibrary.org, and select the Services tab. Then select Newsletters. You can also get to this page directly by typing amesfreelibrary.org/newsletters into the address bar on your web browser. Enter your email address and then click the box to the left of each newsletter you'd like to receive, and then click the subscribe button. We know your inbox can get crowded. Most of our newsletters are sent just once a month. And if you ever find that you don't need or want to receive a particular newsletter anymore, each edition includes an easy link for unsubscribing. Now, all you need to do is check your inbox for news from us. We'll see you soon.
Programs and so much more are available when you visit us at the library at 53 Main Street. We're open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. You can find us 24/7 on our website at amesfreelibrary.org.
Welcome to Page Turners, our segment highlighting recent and upcoming releases. On a cold winter day in 1832, Sarah Maria Cornell was found dead in a quiet farmyard in Tiverton, Rhode Island. When her troubled past and a secret correspondence with charismatic Methodist minister Reverend Ephraim Avery was uncovered, more questions emerged. Was Sarah's death a suicide or something much darker? Determined to uncover the real story, Victorian writer Catherine Reed Arnold Williams threw herself into the investigation as the trial was unfolding and wrote what many claim to be the first American true crime narrative, Fall River. The murder divided the country and inspired Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter. But the Reverend was not convicted, and questions linger to this day about what really led to Sarah Cornell's death. Until now. In All the Sinners Bow, acclaimed true crime historian Kate Winkler Dawson travels back in time to 19th century small town America, emboldened to finish the work Williams started nearly 2 centuries before. Using modern investigative advancements, including forensic knot analysis and criminal profiling, which was invented 55 years later with Jack the Ripper, Dawson fills in the gaps of Williams' research to find the truth and bring justice to an unsettling mystery that speaks to our past as well as our present, anchored by 3 women who subverted the script they were given. Lisa Genova, a Harvard-trained neuroscientist and the best-selling author of Still Alice, returns this month with More or Less Maddie, a moving novel that explores complicated mental health issues. Maddie Banks is just like any other stressed-out freshman at NYU. Between schoolwork, exams, navigating life in the city, and a recent breakup, it's normal to be feeling overwhelmed. It doesn't help that she's always felt like the odd one out in her picture-perfect Connecticut family. But Maddie's latest low is devastatingly low, and she goes on an antidepressant. She begins to feel good, dazzling in fact, and she soon spirals high into a wild and terrifying mania that culminates in the diagnosis of bipolar disorder. As she struggles to find her way in this new reality, navigating the complex effects bipolar has on her identity, her relationships, and her life dreams, Maddie will have to figure out how to manage both being too much and not enough. In this funny and disarmingly honest memoir, Marcus Zuzak, the best-selling author of The Book Thief, tells of his family's adoption of 3 troublesome rescue dogs, a charming and courageous love story about making even the most incorrigible of animals family. What happens when the Zuzak family opens their home to 3 big, wild, street-hardened dogs? Reuben, more wolf than hound, Archer, blonde, beautiful, destructive, and the rancoriously smiling Frosty, who walks like a rolling thunderstorm. The answer can only be chaos. There are street fights, park fights, public shamings, property damage, injuries, hospital visits, wellness checks, pure comedy, shocking tragedy, and carnage that must be read to be believed. There is a reckoning of shortcomings and failure, a strengthening of will, but most important of all, an explosion of love in the joy and recognition of family. 3 Wild Dogs and the Truth is a tender, motley, and exquisitely written memoir about the human need for both connection and disorder, a love letter to the animals who bring hilarity and beauty, but also the visceral truth of the natural world, straight to our doors and into our lives and change us forever. Paul Brightman is a man on the run, living under an assumed name in a small New England town with $1 million bounty on his head. When his security is breached, Paul is forced to flee into the New Hampshire wilderness to evade Russian operatives who can seemingly predict his every move. 6 years ago, Paul was a rising star on Wall Street who fell in love with a beautiful photographer named Tatiana, unaware that her father was a Russian oligarch and the object of considerable interest from several U.S. intelligence agencies. Now, to save his own life, Paul must unravel a decades-old conspiracy that extends to the highest reaches of the government. Rivaling the classic spy novels of the Cold War, Joseph Finder's The Oligarch's Daughter is built for the frightening world we live in now. If any of these titles sound interesting to you, be sure to put them on hold. You can place a hold right in the Sales mobile app, through the online catalog, or by giving us a call. And if you would like information about even more new titles hitting the shelves at the Ames Free Library, sign up for our monthly fiction and nonfiction newsletters.